So in today's video, let's talk about some interesting thing I noticed in the past 1 or 2 weeks. I think I haven't made a video in the past week or so. So anyways, I'm just going to summarize everything that has happened to me. Now, it's been about, I would say maybe, it's been around how many? 35 to 37 days since this is what's been happening to me. Okay, 35 to 37 days since I pretty much cold turkey just stopped watching anything sexually explicit. So no sexually explicit images, videos of thirst traps on Instagram or YouTube, pornography, and like everything just removed. Sexually explicit images, videos, and whatnot, pornography, and all this. So it's been a bit more than a month. And what I've been noticing is motivation. With motivation, it's going through the roof. Motivation, consistency, and also confidence. And I think with life, definitely you need to have consistency. You need some level of motivation to build your consistency or habit, and then from habit you become more confident in your skills. You become more confident in whatever you're doing. So I feel like it's a trickle effect. Now, mind you, I wasn't really addicted to pornography, or I didn't have any specific habits of pornography use, but I did entertain it from time to time. I don't know, maybe once a week, or certain images on YouTube, online, or whatnot. I did entertain such sexually explicit stuff online. However, still, definitely with especially with sexual energy, what I'm noticing is there's this. I'm not saying become a monk. I'm not saying become this. I don't know. I'm not saying don't deprive yourself of the natural inclinations, such as wanting to talk to someone who's pretty, wanting to flirt with someone, wanting going out on dates, and also having more private. If something happens later with sexual, I don't know, sexual interactions, I think that's fine because it's more natural, right? Because you're putting the effort. You are going through the natural progress of making something happen. So your dopamine reward system, it's built for you to work towards something, work towards a goal, and the thing with sexual energy as well, it applies to the same thing. Now, I don't know, some people say you should abstain from sex, abstain from anything sexual, blah, 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 blah. That's how you can reach all these levels of, success and discoveries, blah, blah, blah. But I think, just unless you want to become Einstein or like Tesla or something, I don't think that's necessary. You just need to rewire your dopamine system. And in my case, with rewiring my dopamine system, and as said, I was a moderate, so maybe less of a frequent user of online sexually explicit stuff, maybe once or twice a week, as I said. But it's been over a month, and what I'm noticing is work doesn't feel work. It doesn't feel like work because your brain is no longer getting this dopamine surge from online, sexually explicit images and things that reward you right away. Because naturally, as humans and as biological beings, we're hardwired to get dopamine from certain rewards. What's the point of, at least for men, what's the point of being all successful, having all this money, and having a good body, And to be honest, most of the reason for the main motivation is to attract someone who is of a, someone that you can, the highest possible mate that you can attract. That's basically, if we put it into words, that's basically how we're hardwired to be. But if you're watching, as I said, for me, I'm not watching pornography. I'm not scrolling through sexually explicit videos and images every day. I wasn't addicted to it or anything. However, like once or twice a week, still it fucked up my dopamine reward system, because basically I'm telling my brain, I'm telling myself, hey, like once or twice a week you can get by. It's fine. It's like you don't necessarily have to work all that hard. You don't necessarily have to put in the energy, or you don't necessarily have to have all this motivation, because hey, because our brains cannot distinguish between what's real and what's not from screen, because your reptilian, or like your hindsight brain, is telling you, hey, what you see in front of you in a video, it's basically the real thing. That's basically what it's telling you. All right, so a dopamine reward system, basically it has helped me to become more motivated, at least have more of a higher motivation to stay consistent with something, have deeper focus, deeper work sessions, deeper concentration, as well as motivation to get stuff done. So when you step back from this dopamine, when you have a dopamine detox, now it's not just about sexually explicit videos and images, pornography, and all that. It's also related to TikTok videos and short form content, etc. Yeah, just delete this, okay? Stop doing this. If you're going to watch something, at least watch for 10 to 30 minutes, videos that are 10 to 30 minutes on YouTube, or stop scrolling through. Make it harder for yourself to, scroll through Instagram, or just this short form, like doom scrolling content. I would highly advise you to stop that, because it's pretty much killing your dopamine and reward system, your brain, because you're getting all this dopamine hit from, every few seconds you're getting all this, you're laughing, your emotions are spiking up and down, up and down, up and down. So when you remove this, what I noticed, so as I said, I'm learning French, right? I'm learning French. And on certain days it's annoying, it's hard. I have to learn some of the grammatical rules. I have to learn some of the annoying nuances of the language, as well as I have to put in the hours and effort to listen to a different language and try to pick up the differences in pronunciation of certain words and certain phrases and keywords, But as I said, with when you kind of start rewiring a dopamine reward system, when you stop this short form content, this pretty much short form content hit on social media, Instagram, blah 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 blah, you are no longer depleted from your sexual energy, at least your natural sexual energy. All right, so that's why you're going to have a bit more. You're going to have a bit of a more motivation. So why do you spend so much time just spending, on the couch scrolling through your phone? It's because your dopamine system, it's fucked up. It doesn't have enough motivation to do something. When you remove that, you'll have some form of motivation to do something. All right, so especially if you watch a lot of pornography and whatnot, this will be very beneficial for you, very helpful for you. So you'll have more motivation, more time, and more of an aura of confidence and this bravado about yourself. I don't know, maybe you can even notice it in my voice when I'm speaking compared to the previous few videos on my building in public videos. All right, so motivation, there's more consistency. because you have more motivation, you start doing something. There's more consistency, and also when you achieve certain small milestones, because when your dopamine system was so fucked up before on phone and pornography and whatnot, you like there isn't a sense of confidence or accomplishment. But when you like naturally, we've been trained, or naturally biologically, when you work out for 10-20 minutes, you feel good because you accomplished something. When you feel the ache, when you feel this, the body, you know, pain in your body, you feel a sense of accomplishment. Also, when you read something, when you learn about something, with languages, as I said, little by little, I'm spending 5 to 10 minutes and 10 to 20, sometimes even 1 to 2 hours, per day on certain tasks that require my focus. And in my case, it has helped me to feel a sense of confidence, because my level of French was around A2 or around A1, A2 when I tried to pick it up again. But now it's sitting close to B1. So within 2 weeks, I don't know how many hours I spent, but it's supposed to take from A2 to B1 around 150 hours of study, but I'm basically there with only 20 to 30 hours, maybe 40 hours of study. And I've been studying in the past 2 weeks or so, 2 hours per day on average, I think. And the more you learn, the more output you have, the more you understand the language. At least in my case, the more I understood the language, the more I made progress. I'm seeing my progress every day, Of course, in some cases, I feel like I don't understand anything. In other cases, but when you stick with it, I'm realizing the next day, hey, I didn't understand this before, but now I understand this. So every day when I keep doing it again and again and again and again, I get better and better and better and better. So that in itself builds a lot of confidence. With sports, with certain skills, with business, it's the same thing. You do the same thing over and over again. You try different things, you learn different things, you apply it, and when you see what kind of results you're having, hey, you feel good, you feel a sense of accomplishment, so you get higher confidence. And of course, we're hardwired to plateau, so you just got to keep improving your skills and level and keep doing it again and again and reaching different heights, different goals. I think that's what it means to be human, so try it. With my French, I went from basically in between A1, A2 to B1 in just maybe 10 days at around 40 hours of study, 40 hours of study, I think. But the thing is, I'm practicing every day. I think I had around 40 hours of deep focus study, and that has helped me quite a bit. And maybe I will try to go from B2, which requires about 250 hours. I don't know. Maybe we'll see. We'll see. If I'm spending 2 hours per day, it would require around 3 months, right? 3 months. But I'll try to do it in 2 months. Around 2 months. So at B2, basically, I'm conversationally fluent about whatever topic. So I'll try to do it in 2-3 months. We'll see how it happens. Also with my business as well, I'm still working my business on the side, and I still have my own life. And with business, I am building on top of. So with business, I will talk about in the next few videos. But with my business, I've been kind of holding myself back, and I haven't been as active in my business as I should be, because I was kind of obsessed with French. But anyways, in the next few days, let's apply the same principle of language learning and business. So we'll see how it goes. So until then.